is Georgina Sear, and I'm here to share with you the way I work with tuning forks. The tuning forks that I use are acutonics, and they are specially designed for healing in different ways. Some of the forks move the energy and open. Some of the forks really relax the body. Some of them are for building, and some are for releasing emotions, and there's all different kinds of forks. I do use the acutonics forks primarily, but I do also have other forks. I have chakra clearing forks, and I just love all of the forks. As long as the intention is there, always make sure that your forks come from a very high quality source where they have the intention for healing. Working with healing, you access whatever you believe in. So whether that is God or Creator or whatever you feel the highest power to be, then that is what you're using, you're accessing. You don't want the energy to come from your own body. You want it to come from whatever you believe to be the highest good, the highest purpose, the highest form of healing. When we work with forks or we work with any other modality, we're always trying to keep in mind that we're assisting whatever needs to happen. Hopefully that assists in actually a physical healing or an emotional healing or a spiritual healing. And so we're assisting and we're opening up the energies, and we're allowing whatever needs to happen in the smoothest and hopefully easiest way possible. What the forks do is they actually act very similar to acupuncture needles. The vibration opens up the area, it promotes circulation, promotes blood flow, it allows the body to be stimulated in different areas for healing and releasing. So if you're working with shoulder pain, for instance, and you're using the forks for shoulder pain, as the area opens up and the blood starts flowing and it starts releasing, it will shift to different areas of the body. And so it's really, really effective for just opening up and letting things go and getting that healing started. So when we use the forks, I have my little activator here, a rubber mallet to activate the forks. When you activate the forks, you can hear them, and it's good to connect with the sound, right? With each, this happens to be the Venus and the low ohm. So you connect with the sound yourself, and then you connect with the client so that they can actually hear the vibration and get connected with the sound in their own ears. I generally will start working at either side of the vertebrae and work my way down. This is something that I do that apparently is not that common, working with the vertebrae. I find that very, very effective, because the vertebrae, starting at the base of the skull and coming down here, all the way down to the lumbar area, you're opening up all the nerves coming out from the vertebrae, so you're opening that up. You're opening circulation, you're getting blood flow, you're affecting all those nerves that create so much pain for us, and getting them released, getting them vibrant, getting them healthy, getting them flowing. So when the client comes in, I do ask if they have any specific areas of concern, if they have shoulder pain, back pain, knee pain, and of course I do work on the area of concern. So if they have sore shoulders, I would work on the shoulder areas. Back pain, I would work on the lower back, and so on. But I do always the important part, which is the vertebrae. And so if you're working with the vertebrae, you want to switch your forks back and forth so that you're not just using the ohm all the way down on one side, so that you're actually able to switch here and then get your ohm on the other side. And myself personally, I like to reactivate whenever I apply the forks. Okay, so some people will get them activated and vibrating and then use them down, and you can do that. Either way is fine. You will become really intuitive and in tune with your forks and how to use them. For myself, I kind of find it like I'm clearing I'm holding the forks until the vibration dies, and I will usually do that most of the time. I feel the circulation, I feel the blood flow. If the fork dies right away, then there can be stagnation or congestion, and so I might just reapply that fork in the same area to get that blood flowing, and move things along, or I might decide I need a different fork to open that area. So I might use the Green Day or whatever fork you want, just as a different vibration, different stimulation to open up that area. So then I would activate, hold them until the vibration is gone, and then I activate. And as I activate, I'm kind of clearing in between each application. Okay, so if the person is bigger, then you can apply a little bit more pressure. So their pressure is really important. And I apply more pressure if there's more muscle or fat. If they're thinner, then of course less pressure. The other thing is, if you're working on, say, an area and you decide to use a different fork, or you decide that you need to be in a different place, like say lower back, you always want to let them know where you are by touching with your baby fingers before applying the forks, because you don't want to be shocking them with all of a sudden, you know, touching them in an area that they weren't expecting. So you do want to just gently feel, let them know where you're at and where the forks will be applied. And again, if you're doing the hips, you want to make sure that you switch your forks back and forth. One of the other things is to not keep the forks, or keep applying the forks too much in one spot. So if they have a sore hip, you don't want to be doing this 20 times in the same area. Less is more, definitely. So generally 4 or 5 times in an area is enough to get the blood flowing and to allow that healing. You don't want to overstimulate by doing it too much in one area. So I do the areas of concern. I go along the vertebrae, you know, both sides, and it takes about a half an hour face down, and then for the whole thing. And then I do the backs of the knees, either side, the knees here, sometimes the thighs and the calves, and then of course the ankles, and you can do the ankles, switching the forks and using whatever forks you feel. So you would be doing the heels and the feet, the acupuncture points for sure, if you want to do the kidney points, lung points, whatever it is that you're familiar with. But really, you don't really even need to know that. You just apply the forks. They are wonderful. They know what they're doing. They open up circulation. They create healing. They're magnificent tools. And I encourage you to play with them, get to know them, develop your own intuition, and have fun assisting in healing. Thank you.